Hello and welcome back to Tribal Wars. After last week's fairly slow and intricate messing around with survival of the fittest and clunky combos with recurring nightmare, that also led to a very long video that was also quite clunky and tedious to edit, I decided this week I wanted to play something nice and quick and direct. So this is Hound Tribal, Aggro Hound. So the basic idea is play some one drop creatures, play some 2-drop creatures, play some more, and then cast either Goblin Bushwhacker or Reckless Bushwhacker to give them all +1/+0 and haste and attack for lethal. As far as hounds go, we've got Isamaru, Hound of Conda, just a 1 mana 2/2, although it is legendary, so we're only running 3. Wild Dogs, 1 mana 2/1, with a fairly major drawback. At the beginning of your upkeep, if a player has more life than each other player, that player with the most life gains control of Wild Dogs. So that can be kind of awkward if you go turn 1, crack a fetch land, and then play the Wild Dogs. Your next upkeep, your opponent will gain control of Wild Dogs, so you can't do that. 2 drops, we've got Ashmouth Hound. Whenever it blocks or becomes blocked, it deals 1 damage to the creature. Moses Warhound, 2/2, attack each combat if able, and you can bestow it for 3. Wild Mongrel. This is in one I haven't tried in the deck before that I'm trying for this event. Just a 2 mana 2/2, discard a card, it gets +1/+1 and becomes the colour of your choice until end of turn. And then Immolating Soul Eater. Just a 2 mana 1/1, but with the ability to pay either 1 red or 2 life to pump it for 1 +1/+0. So basically, if you're attacking with this and some other creatures, opponent kind of has to block this, unless they've been pressuring your life total as well. That you can just basically pump all your life into this and kill them with it. As you might be able to tell from things like Ashmouth Hound and Moses Warhound and Wild Dogs, the selection of good hounds is not great, so obviously we're rounding things out with a bunch of other non-hound creature. Goblin Guide, still the best one, aggressive 1 drop. Lightning Bolt, that's fairly obvious. Burning Tree Emissary, primarily here for Reckless Bushwhacker synergies. Just cast this, get 2 mana, and then you can Surge the Bushwhacker. You can have some fairly explosive openings where you chain a couple of Burning Tree Emissaries into a Bushwhacker or something. Talk about the Bushwhackers, and then Fire Blast. Sacrifice 2 mountains rather than paying the mana cost and 4 damage. So that's another way you can Surge Reckless Bushwhacker if it's going to kill your opponent. That's a decent way of doing it. It used to actually be a better aggro tribe. This used to be mono red until when Amonkhet was released. WotC reintroduced the Jackal tribe and stole a couple of the good Jackal. The good thing. What was it? Jackal Pup. Yeah, and stole Jackal Pup away from the Hound tribe. So there's another 1-drop Jackal, I think. Yeah, Jackal Familiar. So this used to be mono red. We weren't messing around with things like Wild Dogs and Isamaru, which was mono red, and it had more better 1-drops. Which I don't want to say I'm still super bitter about losing these to the Jackal tribe or anything, but I am certainly implying it quite loudly. But basically, that's my excuse. If the deck loses, it's because Wizards stole its good 1-drops away from it. Mana base is fairly simple. Just the only thing of note is the weird fetch lands that I've got, just because they're the ones I have available. Just but they can grab. Well, the Bloodstained Maya can grab anything, and the Windswept Heath can grab Tiger or Plateau, but It's possible. I just started thinking about it before I started recording this intro that maybe instead of a Bushwhacker deck, it should be more of a zoo deck with the Curd Ape and Wild Castle and stuff. Now that I'm forced into Naya anyway by the Hound situation. But I mean, then with Wild Castle, they'd have a cat in a dog deck, and that just doesn't make any sense. That never happens. I also kind of feel like things like Ashmouth House and Mogis Warhound and Immolating Soul Eater, they benefit simply by the... Well, fundamentally, they become get made irrelevant by the opponent's creatures much quicker than a lot of aggressive decks creatures would. So I really think the Bushwhacker plan of applying huge amounts of pressure as early as possible is the way to go with them. I don't know. Anyway, we'll see how things go in the games. Right then, here we are on the draw versus Bandit Keith with... I think it's an acceptable hand. Wild Dogs plus Fetch Lands is not great, but turn 1 Isamaru into turn 2 Burning Tree Soul Eater, maybe. What are we facing? Alright, looks like we're not finding out on turn 1 what we're facing. Okay, let's just grab a plateau and send Isamaru out. About to get lightning bolted, it sure is. Alright, well, at least Keith's put himself down to 18, so Wild Dogs is obviously now amazing. Lightning Mauler. Okay, so it looks like a red aggro mirror match. Oh good, another Wild Dogs. Burning Tree into a Soul Eater. I think this is probably Berserkers. Grim Lavamancer. That might be a problem. Okay, I'm trying to attack with both. Assume the Soul Eater is going to get Lavamancered. There we go. And well, Wild Dogs is dangerous if Keith's got enough burn. He might be able to just take it on my upkeep. But I mean, I don't think I can afford with this deck to play scared. Nothing. This is where I'm going to get burnt out, and oh, sure is. Okay, well that was unpleasant. So I'm going to Burning Tree and then bestow the Warhound on Soul Eater, I suppose. See what he does. He might just chump with my wild dogs or something. Or trading off. Okay, that's fine. I suppose that still gives him more Grim Lavamancer fuel. Which is still not good for me. No plays. Okay. Alright, let's just cast a Wild Dogs and then Bushwhacker. Might be forced to point some burn at my creatures here. Block the Wild Dogs and burn one of the burning trees, I suppose. The Grim Lavamancer. Or the Warhound, doesn't really matter. But no other plays, so got to assume he's got a fairly clunky hand over there. What do we got? Fire Blast, okay. So possibly I'm just going to get burned to death. Ah, okay. Stormblood Berserker. Okay, so I can bestow the Warhound. Let's swing for 4. That seems fine. Can't imagine it's worth trading one of these creatures just to get 2 damage in. It's possible I might need them on defense. So that puts me down to 7. Is it worth trading my 2 creatures for 3 life? So if he has another land, then I guess it would take like a lightning bolt and another fire blast. And if I don't block this and I don't die, then you would need 2 blockers to survive. I can't really think of anything that can... No, sorry, I can't. Obviously I can't think of stuff, but it requires another fire blast. Are the only things I can think of that that can do 7 damage with just 2 lands. I think I'm going to take it. It kind of requires his last 4 cards to be mounted, or land, fire blast, and another burn spell, which is fairly specific. Well, let's see what happens. Price of Progress Fire Blast? That would kill me. Hooray! I made the right decision. Okay. Oh god, it's another fetch land, Wild Dog's Hand. I mean, Wild Dog seems just in general horrible in this matchup. Moses Warhounds aren't amazing either. But at the same time, the deck does want a... It doesn't mulligan... It can mulligan okay, but not amazingly, because it does need a sort of critical mass for the Bushwhackers to be effective. I think Wild Dogs and Moses Warhound are just too bad to keep. Okay, well, this isn't amazing either. I really do need to hit a second land sharpish, but I'm going to keep it. I'm not going down to 5. Nope. So what? Bandit Keith went down to 6 as well, and kept on the top. Oh dear. That's not a land, and Immolating Soul Eaters are not great in multiples. Searing Blood. Oh, perfect. That is so glad that I got Searing Blooded. Frenzied Goblin. Oh my. Oh well, I'm just going to attack the... Frenzied Goblin renders sitting back on defense not super appealing. Okay, thank goodness. Get a burning tree and to a Soul Eater. No attack, obviously. Lightning Mauler, okay. Well, kind of want to block like this, if it'll let me. Although this does leave, this block is kind of get blown out by a lightning bolt. Let's kill one of these. Seems reasonably likely. Can I afford not to block like this? Yeah, I think it's fine to just do this. I think the downside of getting both of my creatures eaten by a lightning bolt is just too high or too low. I don't know. I don't want it to happen at any rate. Okay, now I'm just going to cast a Warhound and triple blocking the Stormblood Berserker will basically be fine. Gorger. That's just basically a blank 2-1 for one. Okay, I think I'm going to double block the Frenzied Goblin now, actually. Just so a Lightning Bolt can't save that. Yeah, I'm down to 9 though. It's just not an amazing feeling. Okay. I think I'm just attacking with the Warhound because I have to. And I'm playing a Soul Eater. I get a lightning bolt to the face now? Sure am. price of progress. So let's just fetch up a... Oh. I can't fetch up a mountain with my windswept heath. I did not think about that. Alright, I'm fetching up nothing then. I mean, I'll still die to a lightning bolt or what have you, so... Yeah, or a fire blast certainly does it. Okay, hopefully I get a draw with slightly fewer immolating Soul Eaters this time. I'd love to play first. No, it's just, I mean, it's just all 2 drops and only 1 land. Like, this is too bad. This is also not good, but I'm not going down to 5. She's got a playable lightning bolt. No thanks. Keith also mulligan down to 6. And bottomed. Falconrath Gorger. Is that worth spending a lightning bolt on? Yeah, I kind of think so. Might regret searching up a mountain if I draw a green or a white spell. But I might regret, or I might love searching up a mountain if I get price of progress. Right, I'm just going to play a Goblin Bushwhacker. Pathetic 1-1 for 1. Uh-oh, Bandit Keith's got 2 lands. He's got the advantage. Oh, and a Grim Lavamancer. Ooh. I guess I go Wild Mongrel. I guess I can attack with the Bushwhacker. Is it worth saving the Mongrel? Yeah, I think the Mongrel's worth more than a Soul Eater in this position. Okay, that's fine. Let's make it red. Ooh, a Goblin Guide. I guess it's still just better to cast the Warhound though. Because then if I get a third mana, I can play both the Guide and the Bushwhacker. I think overall probably I'm at a disadvantage in this matchup just because my deck is more focused on creatures with the Bushwhackers and Keith's got more burn spells, it looks like. So the Grim Lavamancer's not good for me. And it's a matchup where the creatures have a tendency to trade off, which makes Bushwhacker worse, with the Bushwhacker's worse. But the burn spells are still fine. Also, things like the searing stuff, which is both removal and burn, it's not good for me. Lightning bolt. Yeah, Grim Lava Mancer to take out the other Bushwhacker. Down to 12. Play a Goblin Guide. Question is, do I attack with it or not? That is a tough question. I think not. I think. Goblin Heel Cutter. When it attacks, target creature can't block this turn. So can I wish I'd attacked with it? But I mean, I'm at 6 now, and I think the chances of me dying to burn are high. Okay, I might just get Fire Blasted out here. I'm definitely trading for the Heel Cutter. Nope, no Fire Blast. And no castable spells. Okay. Yeah, I'm super dead. The poor doggos lose round 1 to the Wild Berserkers. Okay, round 2 versus AJ Impey on the play with what seems like a pretty great hand. Goblin Guide into Soul Eater into Burning Tree, Reckless Bushwhacker, probably. There we go. What are we revealing? Path to Exile, okay. Might just get Path Shield Mare. Can't be blocked by rogue creatures. When it enters the battle, it comes to target when a spell ability and opponent tries, you gain 3 life. Whoa. Okay, so that seems not great for me. But it just got shuffled away, didn't it? Okay, so that's fine. And I'm getting Swords, dude. Which is not as good as getting Path to Exile. Okay. So I can Burning Tree Emissary into Bushwhacker. That's 5. I assume the Immolating Soul Eater is going to get pathed. I think I'm just going to attack with the Soul Eater. Assume it gets pathed as well. This turn regardless. And then play the Ashmouth Hound and save the Bushwhacker Emissary next turn. Okay, that works out fine for me as well, I think. Could be pretty confident that the Savannah Croatian Verge deck is not going to be price approaching me, and I obviously want to keep my basics in the deck so I can Path to Exile, I can grab them. So solid. Oh, interesting to kill the Ashmouth Hound with that. And it's not surprising, given what we saw on the top with the Goblin Guide. It is the at most classic of matchups, the Hound versus Horse showdown. Oh, okay, yeah, brilliant. Burning Tree. It's Burning Tree. Into Bushwhacker. So it's 3, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. I'm going to spend a little bit of life just to basically force the Path to Exile. Oh, the Sword to Plowshares, okay. I think the Path to Exile did actually get drawn. Tapped Canopy Vista. Okay, let's just swing for 6. There's the Path to Exile. Grab a mountain. I guess let's just fire off the lightning bolt now. Hooray! Just as in the natural world, the dogs were able to burn the horses to death. Okay, it's not. It's certainly a bit land heavy, this hand, but I think I'm going to keep it still on. Myria, Sky Ruin. Ooh, Goblin Guide. Yeah. Goblin Guide into Immolating Soul Eater into Wild Dogs plus Reckless Bushwhacker. Diamond Mare. As it enters the battlefield, choose a colour. Whenever you cast a spell of the chosen colour, you gain 1 life. It's 2 mana, 1/3. So that's kind of bad for me. There's the Diamond Mare. There's another land I don't need. Play the Soul Eater. No point in attacking. Dawn of Hope. Whenever you gain life, you may pay 2 if you do draw a card. Okay, let's just go Wild Dogs, Reckless Bushwhacker. Attack with everything. I could choose not to attack with the Reckless Bushwhacker because the Diamond Mare's got a decent block there. So that's 3, 6, 7, 8 down to 10. Can't quite pump enough life into Immolating Soul Eater to actually kill him. There's a non-zero chance I'm facing another removal spell. Okay, so yeah, I'll do this. Just pay 2 life to trade off. Okay. Okay, yeah. It's triggering because I've got more life, but it's not actually changing control. Okay, so that was a fine draw. So 3, 6, 9, 12, 14. Now there's at least one path to exile. Okay, just creating a 1/1 trade off with the Wild Dogs, I guess. So that's okay, yeah, I guess it doesn't matter. Yeah. Puts them down to 2. Which is eminently burnable. It does mean that, I don't know, I suppose Goblin Bushwhacker Still not lethal by itself. But you can at least path, create. If all you can do is path and put another blocker into play, and that's still got lethal through that. If this is a Wrath, that might be bad for me. I'm just going to cycle the Wild Dogs, looking for something a bit more hasty. Okay, that was a bad idea, clearly. I got a diamond there on top. Okay, yeah, Path to Exile. But just creating a token doesn't do it. Just gonna block the Wild Dogs and go up to 3, but that's still got 3 damage. Hey, okay. Despite how scary this is, the implication of this with the life gain, I did manage to get there. Okay, we're on to round 3. This is Jack Slagle, and on the play with a obvious mulligan and an okay keep. I mean, no one drop's a little bit awkward, but immolating Soul Eater into Burning Tree Emissary and Reckless Bushwhacker. No, don't need another land quite yet. So, turn 2 Soul Eater, turn 3 Burning Tree, 3, 4, 5, 6. Yeah, so even if a Lightning Bolt that doesn't put Jack Slagle down low enough to Soul Eater ability for the kill, I don't think. No. So I need to pay 22 life to do it. I don't have that much life. So I don't think it's worth Lightning Bolting on turn 1. Gnarlwood Dryad. Okay. Is it worth Lightning Bolting that on turn 1? Definitely good against the Soul Eater. No. Okay. Fire Blast. That's interesting. So I'll just gonna Soul Eater. Plowshares. Oh, that's a bit annoying. And another Gnarlwood Dryad. Uh-oh. Okay, with another land. I think I'm just going to Burning Tree, Bushwhacker, and Lightning Bolt the Dryad. I love only hitting down to 15, but it is what it is. Ooh. I think I'm actually just going to bestow on the emissary and attack. Assuming it gets blocked. I get to keep the Warhound though. Now the question is, is it correct to Fire Blast in response here? It makes a lot of the cards in my deck uncastable. It's probably not correct. Gonna feel pretty bad if I draw another land next turn. If I draw a 2-drop, then I'll feel like a genius. Dried Millicent. Okay. I assume this will just get traded off. Yeah. Another Diana gets trained off the Wild Mongrel. Okay, so this is not great. It's turn 5 of the opponent's at 14, and I've got no cards in hand. I think it's probably correct to just hold this in hand because of the potential Bushwhacker interactions. I might regret this if it gets discarded, but I don't think I'll be in a great situation just running out blank A 2/2 for 2. Oh dear. Oh, I'm going to leave that in hand. That's just a buffer for untargeted discard. Okay. I'll play one of the lands out now. But I'm not actually sure what I can draw now that would be good enough. That's 10, isn't it? Yeah. Okay, so that was fairly unpleasant for me. This seems like an acceptable hand, even though I can't cast this Amaru. But at least I don't have a fetch land, so I can play Wild Dogs on turn 1. And not have them turn around and betray me. Dryad on turn 1 again. Let's just try and trade these off. Okay, good. Solita. And a hint of Thorak. Okay, that was brutal. Okay. Guess I'm just attacking for 1. I'm playing a 2-2. Okay, at least that means I can actually surge the Bushwhacker. And swing for 5. Tristani. And so I can't attack through that. Again, I'm just going to hold the mountain as discard fodder. Yeesh. This is turning out to be fairly brutal. And my draws aren't helping. One, 2, 3, 4, 5. That puts me down to 16. Now, I suppose if he's got a way to gain life, or any creature that... Okay. And I kind of have to trade here, otherwise I go down to 11 and lose my wild dogs. It might still happen from life gain. Okay, now it just puts it up to equal. Guess I kind of need to hold the wild dogs back so I can trade it off rather than just losing life and having it become my opponent take it. Ah, perfect. I goaded a Thoughtseize by holding a plateau in hand. I guess it doesn't really. This doesn't actually do very much because of the Caracas. Yeah. Maybe this time it'll stay in play. Oh no, he didn't! Oh, you could have seen that coming. Okay. Not sure I actually have any outs at this point. Goblin Guide and Trump the Gnarlwood and Dryad. Ah, that kills me. So the poor little puppies were stomped to death by these evil dryads. Oh well. Okay, I'm having a extra bonus match against Loman because I don't know about you, but no playing with dogs is too much playing with dogs. Seems like a wildly unkeepable hand. It seems like a keepable hand. Yep. Loman went down to 6 as well. And scry at the top. Ooh. Sounds like a fine thing to play. Mosian Sergeant. Rebels, probably. Search your library for a rebel permanent card, convert him on a cost 2 or less and put it into the battlefield, then shuffle your library. Okay. And a Caracas is revealed. So good thing I don't have any Isamarus. Flagstones of Trocaire might just be for some very minor deck thinning, or it might imply mass land destruction. There's the Caracas. Okay, I guess I just attack with the guide. Life gain bird, rebel soldier. Somewhat unfortunate. Is it about Colin Guide about to die as well? Sure is. Right, let's just go Benning Tree, Ashmouth, Hound. Let's pass the turn. In comes the Rift Watcher. So if I bolt this, goes this to 22 and I can attack for 6. Seems like it's probably worth it. As unpleasant a feeling as it is. I guess I'll just play the Wild Dog. It's probably better. Just cast it than cycle it and run the risk of just getting more lands. This is mana cost 2 or less. Let's just run them into whatever is happening. Two one. Just searches for mana cost 3 or less. Ooh, and a Path to Exile. So unfortunately, this is just kind of heating away my creatures at the cost of 3 mana each turn. Mox Diamond, ditching the plains. Search your library for rebel permanent. Compared to mana cost 3 or X or less. And it puts target rebel card from the graveyard onto the bottom of the library. It's legendary, so Caracas can save it. Okay. Let's make the Wild Dogs a 4/3. Attack with both. It's interesting. Well, I'm just going to discard the Windswept Heath to do an extra damage. Let's make it white. Defiant Falcon, flying 1/1, 4 mana, search ability. Oh, fortunately this can search up the more Avon Rift Watchers, can't it? I've got to attack with the War Dogs anyway, so I think I might as well attack with both. Yeah, there's a Rift Watcher. Because War Dogs get double blocked. The Rift Watcher gains in 2 life. Another Rift Watcher. I get wastelanded. And a Bushwhacker. So if I play the Bushwhacker just as a 2-1 haste, I guess the Rift Watcher eats something. That deals 6 down to 3. Now he's lightning bolt at range. Now I suppose we can, instead of eating something, the Avon Rift Watcher can block the Ashmouth Hound and die. That's probably still fine. Oh. Yeah, that's bad for me. And then I suppose if there is a 4th Avon Rift Watcher in the deck, that would be bad. Kinda doesn't look like it though. But now I'm going to have a hard time getting through. Guess I might as well just play the Tiger. Yeah, attacking with the Reckless Bushwhacker doesn't actually accomplish anything. It's just going to get eaten by the Rift Watcher. I don't know, like a... seems like I might need a pair of... whatever they're called. Fire blasts off the top. The pair, rather, not a pair. It looks like I might just be dying here. Not right now, but next turn. For 8, 12... Well... Let's just pass the turn and see what happens. See, Rift Watcher's dying here, I think. So vanishing works, yeah. Plus 1 to 7. That's only 16. That's only 20. Yeah, I suppose it's just not going to attack. Should attack with that, yeah. I don't know, the land doesn't help me, so end of the turn, tap down the Bushwhacker, search up another anything, so even if I play with the Goblin Bushwhacker, I can get that would still be, yeah, 20 damage, so I'm just dead. Well, those Avon Rift Watchers certainly were a pain. Seems like too many lands. Okay, this seems acceptable. Do I want a Goblin Guide off the top? Yeah, sure. Turn 1 Goblin Guide, turn 2 Goblin Guide plus Wild Dogs. And Path to Exile is revealed. And a Wasteland, and a Whipcorder. So can I assume Path to Exile will be used here? Yeah. Let's just run out the dogs. Specifically the Wild Dogs. There's the Whipcorder. Path to Exile's been used. I think let's just see if we can't trade off with the Whipcorder. There's the Wasteland. And there's an Avon Rift Watcher. Ooh, and there is a Goblin Bushwhacker. And I kind of forced to trade off with the Immolating Soul Eater. Down to 8, then back up to 10. Not another one. Okay, just another Whipcorder. And a Wasteland that probably doesn't matter very much. Some Amory Scouts. Again, basically have to trade off with the Solly to... Okay, that certainly implies that there is a bit of removal coming. Oh yeah, yeah. Flagstones. I don't remember if this plane's actually been played. Not really sure it's worth training a bushwhacker at this point, just because of the possibility of more bushwhackers. Okay, now I wish I'd traded off the bushwhacker. Okay, all 2-2s. Take out the chain, the mirror entity. Just run out the bushwhacker. So Warhammer has to attack anyway, so this might be a problem. Oh, it's going to be... Oh god, it's going to be the life game thing again, isn't it? Yeah, I don't think I suspect I just can't beat this card. It's just searching a 4 life and a blocker every turn. It's just... Well, let's just keep plugging at it. Yeah, I mean, this is the problem against facing rebels as well, is that if you stop applying pressure, they can basically just take over the game. I feel like it's... this game is pretty pretty definitively out of the range of victory at this point. So just, against the rebel deck that's got a bunch of lands, I can't see any path to victory. Okay, Puppers were defeated again. Here we are back with the deck, and it did not perform well. And as promised, I am totally going to blame Wizards, the company, not the tribe, for stealing the one-drop jackals away from the deck. But I am more and more thinking that maybe the Bushwhacker plan isn't that great anymore with the tribe, just because the Bushwhacker plan benefits a lot by having more one-drops. So if you go turn 1 1-drop, turn 2 1-drop 1-drop, turn 3 Bushwhacker, or potentially like a 1-drop into a Bushwhacker or a Burning Tree into a Bushwhacker, that is so much better than going turn 1 1-drop, turn 2 2-drop into Bushwhacker. And the fact that the 1-drop Hounds are off from the splash colours is a problem. Like, you want to be playing these on turn 1, so that does make the whole Bushwhacker plan a lot worse. I mentioned going for like a more of a zoo thing since we're in Naya with the Curd Ape and the Wild and the Castle, but I'm not sure. It's just an unfortunate thing that the Hound tribe is potentially not that good, just fundamentally not good enough anymore, that even by my standards, you're playing Ashmouth Hound and Moses Warhound and Wild Dogs and Wild Mongrel is just not super great. And the Immolating Soul Eater gets a lot worse with the, if I'm going to ditch the explosiveness of the Bushwhacker tribe. So I don't know what I'm going to do with the deck from now. Wild Mongrel was the thing I tested this time. It wasn't very good. I mean, I was thinking about it in sort of similar terms to the Immolating Soul Eater, where sometimes you don't actually need to activate the ability, just the threat of being able to activate the ability is good enough to affect the opponents the way they block. And honestly, a 2-mana 2/2 with a very situational ability, I'm not sure that's worse than Ashmouth Hound anyway. Or maybe Moses Warhound, so it is yeah, it's not a good tribe. Oh well. Thanks for watching.